Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to Convoy. So, we've had a little bit of an adventure so far. Our calamity here has gathered itself a team of disastrous allies. Unfortunately, they're not all incredibly well equipped, but so far we're doing just fine. So we're going to make our way across this landscape, see if we can't find anything else good. Here we pass many rocky cliffs whilst traveling through the desert. A great deal of wrecks litter the cliff sides and natural inclines, and they look pretty damaged. Let's check the wrecks. Most of the vehicles are too damaged to be of any use. We managed to find one that's in slightly better shape, from which we were able to recover 30 parts. Well, that's not bad. That means if we find an event that requires some parts, we might even be able to do it, instead of just murdering the people involved. The signal appears to be coming from an old saloon. There are several old cars in the front that look like they haven't been started in a long time. There's a foul stench in the air. The saloon seems so still, so dead, so forgotten. Then suddenly a large woman bursts through the saloon doors and she yells and cheers for us and our men to come inside. Well, let's go inside then. We and a variety of crew head inside. Cobwebs and dust cover every surface except for the stage, which shines like it's been polished every day. On the stage is a young man wearing long jeans, a button-down tropical shirt, and a tropical hat. He introduces himself as Michael Fritz and begins telling jokes. The larger woman begins serving drinks to the men. The cups look brand new, like they've barely been used. The liquid in the glasses looks and smells fine. We're not going to drink it. We sit calmly and simply look at the drink. The rest of our men begin drinking it. Within minutes, they're all either yelling like madmen or unconscious on the floor. We stand up to help them, but we're cracked over the head from behind. When we wake up, the woman looms over us holding our pistol. Well, that's not good now, is it? We're going to lay down low and wait our chance. Now, we kick the overweight woman who accidentally shoots the comedian. She's so shocked we can force the gun from her. Let's point our weapon at the woman instead. Eyes wide with fear, the woman stammers. We were gonna rob you guys and then leave you to the raiders out back. I can call them off if you let me live. Please, let me live. They forced me to do it. Well, let's see what happens if we call them off. Thank you. We round up our crew and leave the saloon. The woman throws her hands up into the air and gestures wildly. We board our convoy and prepare to leave, leaving the saloon behind. Alright, nothing happens. Fair enough. That's a little bit unfortunate because we wasted a bunch of fuel getting over here, but it's not the end of the world either. Now, what is this? That's the flux capacitor. Well, let's investigate that, but first we're going to come over here and do this mission on the side. If we can acquire one of our parts, that'd be a good step in the right direction. It looks like a strange T.O.R.V.A.K beacon is emitting the radio signal. We investigate the beacon, and several vehicles approach rapidly. It looks like it was just a trap. Well, let's fight them then. Hopefully they'll be no match for us, we can take them down in no time flat. Now, we do have a lot of firepower here, but they also have a lot of shield and technology and whatnot. Let's get around this corner and start opening fire on these suckers. Now, they are nice and close together, so we're quickly going to rocket them in the face if we can. Well, we hit one of them. That'll have to do. Alright, keep the firepower up high, though. We can hopefully do a good amount of damage pretty quick here. Ram them through the shield so they can't do anything about that. Keep the pressure on, and we should be just fine. No rest for the wicked. Murder them through their shields, keep the pressure up, and we should be okay. I'm actually going to keep moving you up to the front where you can hit enemies you can actually attack, and that should be probably for the better. This guy's really fast, but if we keep the pressure up here, we should get him in no time. We just gotta grind him down with enough firepower to the face. Alright, keep ramming this guy, because otherwise we're never going to kill him. On the plus side, ow, this guy's got mines, that's not good. On the plus side, they shouldn't last much longer at this point. We've got a whole lot of firepower coming their way. Yes, Captain. Goodbye there, you son of a gun. Alright, that looks like a whole team wipe. We find 12 parts, 12 fuel, 38 parts, and an aid. Well, that would have been really nice if we had been able to do it without, and be able to put it on our ramming vehicles, but we don't actually have that as an option right now. Alright, well, let's take apart the beacon for parts. Why not? Hopefully it won't explode. It exploded! Ow. Tsunami lost its armor. Well, that's not the end of the world, but it's not good either. Alright. Let's get our vehicles in position around the convoy and get out of here. Here we go. Excellent. And we got immediate another battle. Alright. Fair enough. No rest for the wicked. Several T.O.R.V.A.K vehicles move in to engage and manage to pick up the following radio chatter.
Bring back life form. Priority 1. All other priorities rescinded.
Alright, let's get ready to fight then. Let's do this thing. What do you got for us, T.O.R.V.A.K? Hello, you've got a whole lot of people for us, is what you've got. Alright, well let's get our team ready to do some damage here, and hopefully we can start to shred these suckers. We'll see what they do, though. Oh, complete miss! That sucks. It's never fun whiffing one of those attacks, but it happens. Alright, these two are focusing that guy down. We're gonna ram this guy away. You're gonna focus on him. We'll deal with the shield guy later. He looks like he's got a shield and some kind of railgun, though. Yes, Captain. That could get nasty pretty quickly if we're not quick off the mark about it. So let's deal with these guys fast here, and we'll go from there. This guy is just about dead. That's one down already, so that's a plus. Let's move you up and keep the attack on these foes at the front. And we'll move up with our KJL vehicles to focus on Shield Man over here, while our ramming vehicle comes and clears out this enemy. Rockets are almost reloaded. We might be using them again in a second. Okay, that was an easy kill there. Let's drop a rocket on this guy in the front here, so we don't have to deal with him for too much longer. We really want to focus firepower on this guy now, since he is vulnerable. We're going to move you up and try and kill the guy in the front here before he gets a chance to do much else. We have a lot of firepower coming in on him here. That is a really bad place for death stuff to be happening. Let's ram him, move over. There we go. Keep him dying. Yeah, this is not a healthy scenario right now. We need to back up our ramming vehicle with all possible speed and just box this guy out. He's probably going to get around the wall. Yes, he did. But now he is going to die pretty quick. We have a whole lot of attacks coming his way. I think the rocket bypasses the shields. It doesn't bypass them, but it sure did turn them off in a hurry. So that'll do the job. Alright, and that should be him pretty vulnerable, but apparently we didn't use the minigun vehicle first, like fools, so he's not dead yet, but now that is a definite kill. Alright, we find 14 fuel and 34 parts in the racks, we'll take it, and let's keep moving. Not the best battles so far, but we'll deal with it. We definitely need to try and recover, though. We arrive at the professor's laboratory. The plot around it is littered with various bits of machinery, presumably discarded experiments, while the laboratory itself appears to be an old hangar. As we approach the laboratory, we hear the unmistakable sounds of combat. It appears several raider vehicles are attacking it. Well, let's intervene. I guess we got another battle in a row. Alright. Third time's a charm. Unfortunately, our ramming vehicle is really suffering here, so we might not be able to do what we would otherwise do here. Okay, let's go straight for an opening rocket. And we got one of them. That was not a very good rocket hit, though. Alright, let's get our vehicles ready here to get in the way. They're very clumped together, so we should be able to hit a lot of them with these attacks, but we're definitely risking taking a lot of damage real fast here. Definitely a potential problem we'll be having here. Okay, let's actually shove this guy backwards here. I don't really want him to be sitting right beside us. We'll keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on now that guy's armor's already damaged a lot anyway. No, that's not gonna work. He's running around us, trying to run circles on our team here. Well, we should be able to keep them off of our vehicle in at least some respects by moving around quickly here, but we're gonna have to be pretty careful, especially with this guy. That is a minigun. You need to run away. Run away. I really don't want you to die here, as much as I'd love to do some damage in a hurry, so we're going to be pretty careful with how we do this. We're going to quickly rocket right here. There we go. Wound this guy a little bit. He's got some big guns, so we're going to bring some firepower around to help him out. Unfortunately, we're pretty low on firepower everywhere right now, so we need to really focus fire on our enemies here to take them down quickly, otherwise our allies are going to wind up pretty dead. That minigun is a scary thing. I'm going to move around this side so that he can't directly take advantage of hitting us with it. There we go. Keep the pressure on here. You're actually dying. This battle is a losing one at the moment. We need to clear this guy out in a hurry, so we're going to ram him out of the way. There we go. We're taking damage here, so we'll change your target. Minigun should kill this guy pretty quickly, but we're actually just going to ram him again, because that will kill him outright. Alright, we got a lot of damage coming in here. We got to try and kill these guys in a hurry without taking too much more ourselves. We'll ram this guy once here. Now this is a small vehicle, I can't ram it. We'll just keep the firepower up then. And it's dead. Good. We need to change targets in a hurry here so we don't lose any of our convoy vehicles. We have taken a lot of firepower here, so hopefully we can return fire in kind. There we go. That's what we needed to see. So, I'm going to move you over this way so you don't have anybody crash into you. Alright, done. Oh, we defeat the final raider vehicle that was attacking the laboratory. We find 14 fuel, 34 parts, and a ballistic computer. A white-haired man wearing a lab coat comes running out, approaching our convoy. Talk. Many thanks. I struck an unfortunate deal with some arms dealers, but suffered a slight delay in regards to payment, so they decided to take matters in their own hands. Unfortunately, I sadly lack mighty science weapons to fight for myself. I should ready that. So, what can I help you with? Ask about a flux capacitor. So, a flux capacitor, you say? Came to the right place, you did. Quite an expert on those babies, if I might say so myself. I have one around here, actually. You could buy it off me, no problem. I'm afraid it is custom-made, though, so you'll need my help to actually install it on your spaceship. A little bit of insurance, you might say. Stops people from simply killing me and stealing it. You'd be surprised how often people try that. Right. So, he wants 500 parts. Ridiculous. Could we come to another arrangement? Another arrangement? Like what? It's not as if you happen to be a psychopathic murderer who'd enjoy killing dozens of raiders that have been bothering me recently, are you? Actually, I am that person. Oh, no offense meant, of course. Psychopathic murderers are lovely people. Some of my best friends are psychopaths. Great. Well, forget the parts. Take care of a particularly nasty bunch of raiders led by one George Cageman, and you get your flux capacitor. Will do. Alright, so we have a nasty battle ahead of us to get our reward there, but at least we don't have to pay 500 parts, which is a pretty unreasonable cost. So, where's the nearest camp? It is 180 kilometers to the south. Oh boy. Alright, well that's really bad. If we have to fight something now, we probably die. And there's just nothing nearby to take advantage of to heal us up. So we're just gonna pray for luck and go to the north and hope there's a camp up here before we run into death. There is someone beside the road, frantically flailing his arms. There's a sign behind him that says, "Used car for sale." We see a big shape covered by a sheet. Let's approach the stranger. Do we approach the stranger here? We could probably afford a car, but we probably don't want to buy a car either, because we want to use this money to power ourselves up, heal ourselves up a little bit. And if this is a trap, we're pretty dead. Let's approach him anyway. We approach the man. We see he's wearing an oversized checkered jacket and a wide-brimmed hat. He's tapping his foot nervously on the ground and says the car is for sale for 80 parts, so it doesn't actually allow us to see it. Well, I can't trust him with that. We need these parts to keep ourselves alive with. Let's keep driving, and hopefully something good happens over here. As we traverse the city, we see what looks like an abandoned fuel depot. Well, let's investigate and see if it kills us. We investigate the abandoned fuel depot and find huge amounts of leftover fuel, getting 13 fuel for free. After loading up on fuel and preparing to leave, several privateers' vehicles appear to be heading straight for the fuel depot. We're going to try and get out of here. The privateers know the city better than we do and have no trouble catching up to our convoy and start firing their weapons. Well, that's pretty bad. We're probably dead now. We have 2 vehicles at almost no health. If they have more... Oh, wow, they have a 5-vehicle ambush? Yeah, I think we're dead. I think we're dead, guys. That is pretty incredibly bad for how much we are wounded right now. Let's see if we can maybe survive this, but I'd be very surprised if we can. They are a pretty overwhelming force right now. Let's see if there's any chance we survive this. As of right now, I would be willing to say no, there isn't, especially since they're siphoning health from us. We got one of them, though, apparently. Surprisingly enough. One of them is dead. Alright, well, we'll take advantage of that and try and take advantage of destroying these other guys while we can. Put some firepower on him, and some firepower on him. We might be able to get through his shield before too long. We just need to make sure they're actually attacking our MCV, which is a really weird thing to say, because normally it's what you absolutely don't want, but if they're attacking our MCV, they aren't killing our convoy vehicles, and that's pretty important right now. Let's move you up and try and see if you can't hit this guy. If we can survive this without losing our vehicles, I'll be very, very impressed. Alright, well, we have a good opportunity to maybe ram one of them to death here, but I don't know how likely that's going to be. Just gotta keep the pressure up on them, and maybe we get lucky. Alright, ram him. No, too late. Get back here so I can ram you to death, please. Jeez. I just want to slam you into the building. Okay, we need to get out of the way so this guy doesn't try and kill us instead, because I need this vehicle to survive at all costs if we can. We need to keep this vehicle backing up here so we have a chance to ram this guy into the building, which is right now. Unfortunately, he just barely dodged us there, so that's not good. Alright, we have another opportunity on this side, but it looks like our vehicle's dead here. I'm really afraid for our vehicle. Alright, they're about to try and kill things on this side, so we have a chance to potentially box him out of being able to get out of the way here. Our vehicles are really not in good shape, though. Let's quickly rocket this guy to death. He's almost dead. A single shot should kill him now. We just need to make sure... Oh, no! We stay in front of this guy. Our vehicle is dead here, so we've lost one. That's not good at all. We are on the brink of disaster right now. We just about lost another vehicle. No, not you. You stay there. You move up to here. You keep the pressure on this guy. Okay, he's dead. That's good. You need to keep backing up so he can't get out of the way. Unfortunately, you are too slow again, which means we're probably going to lose another vehicle here. If only one. As we get stuck in this nasty choke point. That's not looking good, guys. Not looking good at all. Please shoot him before he kills you both. Unfortunately, his shield is up now, so you're unlikely to be able to kill him in time. We're taking more damage to the face here from this guy. We have basically one shot to kill this guy. We're going to rocket him, and hopefully it takes his shield down fast enough that we can hit him again before he gets a chance to shoot us, because then he might go down. Okay, we got him. We only lost one vehicle so far. That's really bad. Like, really bad. But it's not game over yet. Never mind, our vehicle exploded spontaneously because it was too close to him dying. Alright, that's really bad. We get 14 fuel, 41 parts, and a shield Mark 1. We check the depot and get another 18 fuel. Good. Unfortunately, we're pretty dead right now. There's just no camps over here. We have two very low health vehicles. It's not doing well. Let's open radio channels here at the T.O.R.V.A.K Corporation checkpoint.
We greet you. We need you to transport our mil-spec ED-209 for us. We will pay well.
Alright. A small T.O.R.V.A.K vehicle delivers a cargo crate to our convoy.
We are pleased. We will supply you with the appropriate coordinates. We will reward you upon successful delivery.
Will do. As we leave the T.O.R.V.A.K checkpoint behind us, one of our engineers seeks us out.
Excuse me, sir, but I was thinking, maybe we shouldn't deliver this T.O.R.V.A.K mil-spec thing. We could try selling it on the black market, or I can have a look at it myself and see if I can figure out if it's worth something.
Now we'll deliver it for T.O.R.V.A.K. Maybe they'll give us something good. At this point, we kind of need anything we can get. It's 80 kilometers to the south. Alright, well, let's make our way over there and see if maybe we can get there without being dead. As it stands, it's not looking very good, but it's possible, so we're going to try our best to travel over there. We spot a battered and broken raider vehicle in the middle of the desert. We investigate the wreck, but sadly it looks too damaged to be useful. Alright, well, let's deliver this thing to the T.O.R.V.A.K and see if they give us something in return. We arrive at the T.O.R.V.A.K checkpoint and radio them. We got your cargo. Sorry.
We have been anticipating your arrival. We are pleased. We will reward you 54 parts and 3 fuel. We trust you are satisfied.
Well, that's not a great reward, but it's something. But we can't afford to fight them, so we'll just say yes, we're pleased. Alright. There's no camps anywhere near us, which is brutal. This is terrible map generation for us. All of the healing is on the south part of the map. The signal appears to be coming from a band of raiders circled around a young man who's wearing a really nice suit and some sunglasses talking on a cell phone. We listen in on our radio. The leader of the raiders is yelling very angrily at the man in the suit, who keeps talking on his cell phone with a calm demeanor. He looks at the leader blankly. Within seconds, a phone in the bandit leader's vehicle rings. The leader picks it up and his face gets instantly pale. He begins yelling at his men and they all get back into their cars and leave, heading straight towards our convoy. Nope. Let's get out of here. If we can recover from this, it would be pretty impressive, but for some reason, I'm not super feeling it. Suddenly we hear an explosion and notice we're under fire. Nope. Our supercharged engines get us out of danger safe and sound. We have a ton of resources now. We just need somewhere to let us heal. We're gonna beeline for the healing, because without that, this is game over, so... We're counting on something good here. This is a checkpoint we've been to before, I believe. There's only 2 or 3, and they're all at the bottom of the map. But at least we get to revive ourselves here, so our 2 vehicles that are left might get a chance to survive this. Okay, do you sell anything good? Oh, this one! Oh my goodness, yes! Oh, that's so lucky. Okay, we're buying this vehicle. Okay, that is incredibly lucky. Let's get on here, let's equip this sucker with the 100mm cannon, and we'll also stick a shield on there, why not? It's not a great one, but it's something. That'll help keep us alive. I can't equip these support systems on anything else, so we'll sell them. There you go, it gives us 69 more parts, which we can't actually afford to buy anything here with. A mine layer would be nice, but we can't quite afford it. Oh, thank goodness it was that one. Because now we have a 3rd vehicle again. We may actually be able to recover from this mess. And a mess it is indeed. You are going to be renamed from Insane Stone to Rock Slide. There you go. Something appropriate of your original name. Okay, well, maybe we can live through this yet. Maybe we can live through this yet. It's not looking good, for sure, but we're not dead, and that's the important thing. Let's head back up to the north. Our radio picks up a signal. We hear a mad voice gibber.
Another fool fell for it. Activate the mines and kill them all.
Suddenly, we're surrounded by blinking red lights, and raider vehicles rapidly approach us. Well, let's defend ourselves. Alright, team. This is gonna be a nasty battle, but we're gonna do our best to survive it. Alright, here come our enemies. Get firing, friends. Alright. Thankfully, the mines will be hitting them just as much as they're hitting us, especially if the enemy likes to be in front, like it looks like they do this battle. So that's fine by me. Let's back up again, because these guys are giving us a hard time all of a sudden. Alright, dodge some of these mines as best we can. They are going to be trying to get out of the way often, so we're going to try and push them back into the mines. That guy's trying to dodge it, so we'll just shove his ally in. There we go. That's a stun. We'll keep these attacks going. We have a really nice rocket here, though it does hit us, I think. Eh, whatever. That's one of the enemies dead already, so we'll keep the pressure on, and we should be doing just fine. We're gonna ram this guy into another mine. Oh, just missed it. That's too bad. But we can keep the pressure on pretty effectively here. Our MCV is taking a lot of armor damage, but otherwise we're doing just fine here. Nice high damage hits are coming in though, so I can't complain too much about that. Plus we are immune to mines on the MCV, so that is a nice little boon. Let's keep the pressure on here, make sure we don't give them too easy a time of it, and avoid running into unnecessary mine hits. There we go. So this guy's going to be dead in a second. Our ally here is doing a pretty good job of tanking these mines for us, which I'm quite happy for. There we go. Let's bring the shield guy to the front. He's doing really well, actually. Which I'm pretty happy about. Don't let him get past you. You let him get past you. Alright, well, we'll keep the attacks going and we should be fine here. This guy is taking a lot of damage real fast. Unfortunately, there's death terrain coming, so we need to get out of here ASAP. Thank you, game. We wonder how our sensors failed to pick up that minefield. Regardless, we came out on top and find 9 fuel, 39 parts, and a 60mm cannon. And we'll take it. And we're still right on the camp, so we turn around and we immediately equip our other vehicle with an additional cannon. There you go. There's a 60mm cannon to go with your 100mm cannon. Not bad, but it'll do. Not bad at all. I'd love to put some upgrades into our vehicles, but I'm not sure if I can afford to do that given the amount of damage we've been taking lately. So we're going to hold on to this money to hopefully get another vehicle somewhere, and then we'll start upgrading them if we can. Man, the game is playing real dirty today, but let's keep flying around here and see what else we can do. And by flying, I mean driving around at high speed, of course. Alright, we got a beacon over here. Let's see what they want. As we drive along the highway, our scanners pick up several raider vehicles closing in on us. They look hostile. Well, let's try and outrun them. Sadly, the raiders' vehicles manage to catch up to us and get a hit in on Rock Slide for free. We have to open fire. Alright, well, I tried to avoid combat, and the game's like, nah. So I guess we're fighting. Thankfully, we got a nice double rocket hit, so that's not too bad. These guys are in a bit of a hurry, it would seem. Alright, let's see if we can't focus and fire in here and take these guys down nice and fast. That's one dead, that's good. Alright, keep the weapon fire hot, there we go. Let's move you up to harass the guy at the front. That's another dead enemy, excellent. We need to get out of the way of his wreck, though. Thank you very much. Alright, keep the pressure on. We're suddenly doing so much better. I think it helps we have an actual, like, decent firepower option now. Because before we were a little bit lacking on that front. There's an extra bit of rocket damage for him. Our ramming vehicle still takes a ton of damage because he has no way of mitigating his own his own ramming damage rather. Because you can't put an aid on him because he's got no support slots. But he's doing the job, so I shouldn't complain too much. There we go. Having a shield on one of our vehicles is also really useful. It helps mitigate a lot of damage. We successfully defeated all the Raider vehicles. Surprisingly, the Raiders start to cheer and open radio channels.
Fabulous performance! Splendid display! Jolly good work! Finally, a worthy challenger for the great Sir King Killer the Educated.
Alright, let's respond. We speak
of chess, of course, the greatest sport known to the educated elite. Sir King Killer the Educated has lacked a worthy opponent for quite some time, leaving us in a spot of bother. Pray, show your valiant skills as a battlefield commander on the battlefield of chess. What say you, good man?
I accept.
Wonderful. Let us proceed with a game of chess, a battleground for rival ideologies to slug it out with glee. Pray, take white, good sir. May the best man win.
Let's move a pawn.
Aha! Clearly your intent is Morphe's defense. A forever, good sir. Sir King Killer the Educated moves a knight.
Well, let's move a bishop. Alright, he moves a knight. We consider our next move. Let's move a bishop again. No, let's move a pawn this time. He moves a pawn. Well, let's think. Let's move our queen. He moves his queen. He's on the run. Alright, we're gonna move our knight. He moves a knight. Consider our next move. Move a rook excitedly. He moves a pawn. Quite a battle here indeed. Move our queen. He moves a bishop. Move a knight. Is this really how it's gonna go? Alright. Move our queen. Wow, this just goes on, doesn't it? He moves his king. Yeah, this is kind of weird. It just keeps going. I've never had it go this long before. There's no, like, you don't lose anything. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm so annoyed. The mouse was like, bad. Well, that's really annoying, because you get a free vehicle out of that mission if you can win the battle, which is why I was trying to do it so hard, but apparently I accidentally flipped the board, so... That's dumb. Especially since it took so many attempts to get through there. I'm not happy that you accidentally flipped the board and you just are out of luck. Whatever. Whatever. Radio signal appears to be originating from a Lone Raider vehicle by the side of the road. Well, let's investigate. It would appear the Raider vehicle's run out of fuel, which explains why it's stranded by the side of the road. Let's talk to the Raider. Give me your fuel. I'll make it worth your while. Yeah, okay. He starts revving his engine and gets out of there. Let's chase him. His vehicle's pretty light and gets away, but not before we manage to trace his signal. He can't run forever. Well, he did steal our fuel, though, which is going to make things not great, but 91 kilometers away. Ooh. Well, that's not so good. Oh, he's over that way. He's actually not below us at all. Alright, well, let's head in that direction since we're going there anyway. It is a long distance off, though, unfortunately. Alright, kid. You made a mistake. A stretch of desert is littered with wrecks of privateer, raider, and T.O.R.V.A.K vehicles. It looks like this battle took place quite a while ago. You sure? I was just... Oh, I'm still 5 kilometers away from payback time, that's why. Whatever. Investigate the wrecks. There doesn't seem to be any parts left to recover, but we do find a broken EMP blaster, which could be equipped on our MCV. One of our engineers claims he'll be able to get it operational by spending 30 parts. Yeah, that's totally worth it. Alright, we repaired an EMP blaster. Good. That is a really nice MCV weapon which we can use to help negate our enemy's abilities. For now, though, let's deal with this. That filthy betraying raider's signals coming from this general area, and he can't be far. Amazingly, it turns out he's once again out of gas. As we approach him, he has the audacity to say, "Give me your fuel. Had to test it, yeah? Make it worth your while, promise." Sure. You know what? I will give you another 5 fuel. And once again, you hand over your fuel and watch the raider rev his engine and speed off with the feeling the entire universe just facepalmed. But he could have joined me. Well, he didn't, and he never will. But he could. No, never. He's horrible. Fine. That's some nice fourth wall breaking there. And that's actually all that happens. Huh. Well, we've just given away a ton of fuel, which is really not good for us, because we are pretty low on resources now. But let's fight this guy and see what happens here. Hopefully we get some more fuel. A large number of raiders are gathered here. It seems to be some sort of violent event. We're being contacted on the radio. Sure, what's up?
You're just in time to complete non-destruction derby. Step right up to compete unless you haven't got the balls.
Okay, bring it on.
We like your spirit. Choose one of your vehicles and enter the Thunderdome.
We enter the arena with our vehicle and see a variety of other vehicles. The majority look battered and roughed up. Alright, well let's go for hit and run. We zip through the arena by handling our vehicle expertly, landing critical hits on the other vehicles when the opportunity arises. We shoot down several opposing vehicles. We keep going. Unfortunately, our car suffers a hit by an opponent. Counterattack! The other competing vehicles are destroyed one by one, and eventually we find ourselves the last man standing. We're rewarded a prize of 199 parts and 19 fuel. That's a really good reward. Like, really good. 199 parts? Craziness. Alright, there is a camp over in this direction. That's exciting. Maybe they'll actually have something of value. Let's go do this mission first, though, and then we'll head back in that direction since it's on the main road. The radio picks up chatter.
Okay, men. They'll drive by any moment now. Radio silence until they're here.
Let's turn that ambush around, then. Dealing with mines here, or what? That's just wrecks. Okay. Let's open up fire on these guys and hopefully get some nice hits in nice and quick. There we go, got a nice effective rocket hit. We have a bit of a problem though, we definitely need to get some more healing happening, otherwise we're going to be in a bit of trouble, but hopefully our firepower is sufficient that we can give these guys a hard time in a hurry here. The big problem is that these are just wrecks. So since they're just wrecks, we can't do a whole lot with them. It's not like they're going to give us an easy opportunity to hit these guys into mines or into otherwise deadly terrain. We're just tanking a lot of damage. Ow! Ow! See what I mean by tanking a lot of damage? That really hurts. That guy's got a minigun too, we need to deal with him in a hurry. We're taking damage on a pretty crazy scale here as far as the speed at which we're being attacked goes. Alright, we need to stay out of the way of these guys, because otherwise they are just going to melt our faces off. We're going to keep the damage pressing on the guy at the bottom here so we can kill him as quickly as possible. These guys at the front aren't doing too much to us, but I don't like them. I'm going to rocket the guy in the back here to speed up his demise. We want to kill him real fast, because we're taking a lot of damage in a hurry. They really don't like this raider vehicle, and I don't like that at all. Alright, so we need to move up and start killing off these guys, because they're giving us a hard time. Now we've got some damage coming in on them, that should help out. We need to be careful though, so we're going to move you up to the front so you're less likely... Wow, that's some interesting clipping there. Move him up to the front so we're less likely to have him die in combat. So we're on our way to find a repair point. We're taking a lot of MCV damage here, which does suck, but... they're basically down another vehicle now, so that's good. Let's keep the firepower up on the guy in front now. And hopefully we can kill him before he kills us, because he's doing a lot of damage with those beams, and we're just sitting there taking it to the face. Alright. He's trying to run now, though, which is decent enough for us. Means we can now chase him down and do a bunch of damage. He's just got a pretty powerful shield, though, which is not ideal. And his attacks are pretty painful. Incidentally, they hurt pretty bad. Let's drop a rocket on his face and get out of the way of that death terrain. There we go. Keep the firepower up high. That laser beam really hurts. Like, really, really. We really don't want to be sitting in that like we have been. It hurts way too much. No, get out of the way. Get out of the way. You're gonna die! Okay, shields back up. We maybe survive this encounter. You need to ram. Okay, maybe our vehicle survives this. Maybe it doesn't, because it still does damage after death for some silly reason. Not, we're good. Okay. Whew! We find 13 fuel, 43 parts, and a chainsaw. We commend ourselves on the fact that folks will no longer get ambushed around here in the future, but man are we close to death again. This has been a really stressful fight. We're gonna come down here to the spaceship Mercury. It's not as... oh, no. Speed up and outrun them. We need to get out of here. If we fight, we die. Several vehicles are gaining on us from behind. We also managed to escape. Our raiders managed to get some shots in. Keep going. Alright, we need to make it to that spaceship, because if we don't make it there, we lose the game. Camp button. Go! Okay, we made it. Whew! That was not good, but we survived. That's the important thing. Alright, equip the AMP. That should help out. Oh, man. Oh, man. On the plus side, we can do some nice repairs here. There we go. Spend a ton of resources on that. We can't buy much. Fuel's the same cost as it is anywhere else. But we're alive. What we are going to do is we're going to invest a little bit in some more handling to increase our evasion chance so we take less damage. Because I think that's a 5% each. No, 10 extra handling, so 10% each? Yeah, that's not bad. Increase the handling on those two to give us a 60% dodge chance. It's not incredible, but it's not bad either. Plus they move faster. And it only costs a small amount. We'll buff this guy's handling up as well. His evasion isn't quite as good, but he's up to 50% evasion with that, and that's pretty solid. There we go. With that done, do we want to put anything on this guy? He's already pretty effective. What we need for him is faster firing weapons with a higher DPS, because right now he's okay, but he could be much stronger. We could give him some handling, but I don't know if it's even going to make a difference. No, it doesn't. No difference at all there. His base evasion is too low. His base handling, rather, is too low. To put at least another point in, and that's not really worth it right now. I will go for another range, though, I think. Maybe another 2 range, so we can really hit people from far away. We'll confirm that, and we'll take the rest of our resources and leave. So, we still haven't got anything really important yet, but we're making progress, and that's the big deal. Either way, we've gone over our time budget for now, so we're going to have to end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing a little bit more Convoy for you, trying our absolute hardest to not die a terrible death. Now that we've recovered, I think it's a good enough time to end this one, though. So until next time, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.